This is Legacy Media covering Joe Biden's presidential pardon. I'm going to have to move to the other side. From Asmongold to just looking at the internet, I guess.
The law before a family.
I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Letting the world know that he will not wipe away the decision of 12 of his son's peers.
Was asked directly, and he has said he wouldn't pardon his son if he gets convicted.
Let's wait and see what happens if he loses.
Yeah, but I mean,
absolutely fucking based. He was so right, because he knew. He's like, what are you talking about this bullshit for? What do you mean? That was a lie. Yeah, that was good.
Happens if he loses.
yeah, but I mean, but he said it.
He's going to get pardoned by...
He said it. What a stupid ass. But you see...
What happens if he loses? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what happened. Biden basically said that, oh, it was stacked against him. I had to help him because they were just out to get him. No, actually, in reality, we wanted him to beat the case because it would have been amazing for the Second Amendment.
But you said... Oh my God. How you be that dumb?
His dad. There's no question about that.
The president.
People on X right now are coping so hard, too. So hard.
Has ruled out pardoning his son.
Major commitment from the president, accepting the outcome of the trial and also pledging not to pardon his son.
Right.
The challenge for him is really to continue to live up to his values when it was really personal, and he did that today.
It seems like a pretty
Well, he did that today. He didn't do it today, right now. But that's okay.
normal, straightforward answer, but it takes new weight when we see what Trump is saying about the outcome of his trial. What we're hearing from other Republicans who say they don't accept the jury's verdict here in New York.
The contrast is profound. To sit there and say, well, I'm not going to intervene in the legal process, and I wouldn't pardon my son. One side, Democrats and Joe Biden protecting the justice system. And on the other...
They gotta stop with this moral high ground shit. It's really so sad.
Bro, it's so bad. It's so bad. They're trying to take the moral high ground again because they're like, who wouldn't pardon their son?
Just stop with this moral high ground shit. Just say, listen, bro, of course I don't know why.
Get your opinions out of it. Just report the news without emotion. Just be like, Biden pardoned his son. There. Full stop. That's it.
Why Biden can't just come out and be like, bro, it's my son. Of course I'm gonna, yeah. I mean, yeah. No, is it rigged? Yeah. No, it's totally rigged. No, for sure. But, you know, like, I mean, if it's rigged in my favor, we're gonna use it. Of course.
What about all of these people that Trump pardoned? Well, all of those people weren't involved with Trump in a foreign country and were also his son that was kicking it to the big guy, you know? You know what I mean? I mean, sure, some of them were friends, and sure, they were involved with, like, foreign stuff. But, like, he also didn't say, I'm gonna uphold the justice system and not pardon these guys. And then when it turns out they're gonna lose, he was like, oh, now I'm gonna pardon them. No, that ain't what happened. He just like, you know what? I'm just gonna pardon them, and that's it. We're done with that. I'm not gonna speak anymore on it.
Yeah, ABC, right? Always be cheating. And so, of course, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, should they get rid of presidential pardons? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
No.
Republicans and Trump protecting Trump.
A current president of the United States has so much respect for the law that he has said he would not pardon his son.
I do not care about Biden pardoning Hunter. I do not care about that. What I care about is how the media is handling it. I don't care that Joe Biden lied. I care about how the media and the people on X and the rest of the internet are handling it. Because you're liars. Everyone's a fucking liar.
Crazy, wow.
I mean, what, you know, again, it's all about the contrast.
President Biden saying, I will respect whatever this jury decides, versus Donald Trump after he was convicted on 34 counts, saying the entire system is rigged against him.
Their latest attack has been that Joe Biden has politicized and weaponized the DOJ, right? That was the whole argument around Donald Trump's conviction. And this week, of course, Hunter Biden was found guilty, and Joe Biden has very clearly said.
So what we were saying is right. The DOJ was weaponized. You literally just said it, you stupid bitch. Like, are you kidding me?
Said he would not pardon his son, he would not commute his sentence. How stark is this difference? I mean, how can Republicans keep making this argument now that Joe Biden has really put it out there? Where's Hunter? And he stood there in a courtroom, flanked by his family, and he's accepted his sentence.
He is not pardoning his son, which he could do. These are federal charges. Right. He is not doing that. He is not doing it because he is living what it means to have a rule of law in this country. And it is, I mean, if
he's not gonna pardon his son because there's rule of law in this country. Now that he's pardoned him, what are they saying now? What are they saying? They're blaming Trump. They're blaming Trump. They're talking about Trump. They can't fucking help themselves.
If you want to know if he believes it, you could actually.
And here's the thing, right? Like, I don't fault Biden for this at all. I don't even fault Hunter Biden. Yeah, he's playing Grand Theft Auto in real life. I mean, I could see how, like, I mean, the dude had, like, his brother died of fucking brain cancer. His dad's had, like, a bunch of.
He slept with his brother's wife while he was dying.
Problems, and then, like, grew up probably, like, always a loser compared to his brother. His mom died. Like, I can get how the guy's fucked up, right? You can easily get how that is. So I don't even blame him. But this guy's got no fucking excuse to be saying this. He got no excuse for this.
They're all garbage. Every single last one of them.
Justifies every crime? Well, it's not justified, but I can see why you do it, right? Of course he shouldn't do that. Of course it's bad. Of course he should go to jail.
See what is happening with his own son.
The president, Anderson, has been really clear that he is going to accept the outcome of the trial no matter what happens.
Yeah. So Joe Biden's gotten asked about, talking about law and order. He's gotten asked if he would pardon his son. He has said no. On the other side, you've got Donald Trump, who has said that he will pardon the January 6th insurrectionists. They're not even his sons. They're just sons of bitches.
Man. Washington said, I am not running again because he understood this.
Yeah, these people need to keep their mouths shut because they're stupid.
Self-restraint was absolutely essential to this country so you don't have a king. He did not pardon his son. He did not order the Department of Justice to say, don't prosecute my son.
Because it wouldn't have been politically advantageous at the time. If he had done that, it would have ruined his chances of winning again. Because people would have thought it was a scam. But now that he lost, it's like the jig's up. Yeah, it is a scam. Oops! See ya! Yeah, that's the reason why.
Impressive.
Could have ordered the Justice Department to halt the prosecution of Hunter Biden, according to this court. Everyone understands he's a decent man.
I think Joe Biden has a chance here to stand up for the rule of law, to say the law is the law, no matter who it is, no matter.
Well, I guess he sat down. So I could, like, I want y'all to know this is a 9-minute video. I can't watch 9 minutes of this bullshit because we already seen it enough. And honestly, guys, I feel like, listen. This is kind of a good thing for Hunter Biden. This means Hunter Biden can still run for president. Oh, here we go. We'll watch a video on this. This will be funny.
There is a non-zero chance that Hunter Biden is going to be our president one day. Hunter Biden 2028. How about it? Let's go.
Okay.
President Biden is expected to pardon his son, Hunter Biden. The president's son was convicted on all 3 felony charges in June related to the purchase of a revolver in 2018 when prosecutors argued Hunter lied on a mandatory gun purchase form by saying he was not illegally using or addicted to drugs.
I love how that's the problem. It's like this dude records himself playing Grand Theft Auto in real life for years, and they try to get him about, like, lying, saying that he bought a gun.
Yeah, and then pardoned him for everything that he could have possibly done since 2014. Everything in Burisma, everything in Ukraine.
It's like, of all the things, you're going to go with that? I don't know.
Drugs. According to NBC News, the president made the decision this weekend. Molly, fast and furious, what do you make of this new news?
Mm-hmm.
I just heard it. I have to process it. I don't have a take. I'm sorry.
Anyone, Michelle?
That's the best take.
What do you mean you don't want to have a take? She doesn't want to say the wrong thing before hearing what people want her to say.
True.
Presidential power.
Why did you get invited? Like, why did you take the call if you don't? I'm just here for no reason. Do you have any opinions? No. Do you have any comments? No. Hi.
That's why she's there, actually, to be the person that's like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's so weird. It's weird. I said thing, but I want to say the thing that everybody is saying, but I can't because I said the other thing. I don't want to be a liar. You're all gonna crash and burn. I don't want to be one of those people. It's probably what she's thinking.
Action on President Biden pardoning his son.
I mean, look, I don't think that Democrats can uphold all of these norms single-handedly. Hunter Biden was prosecuted for a crime that kind of a normal person who had committed the same crime would almost certainly not be prosecuted for. And Joe Biden.
If Hunter Biden was a low-income minority and he did what he did, Hunter Biden would be in jail. And everybody knows it.
Bro, I know so many people who've gone to prison for multiple years for the exact same thing. These are not normal people. They don't know normal people. They don't know the normal, not wealthy people. That's just a straight up dirty lie. Emotional manipulation.
What are we talking about? You really think the guy that's made a documentary about smoking crack, fucking hookers, and driving all at the same time? You really think that... You think he wouldn't... Why is he not in jail? Oh, man, I wonder. Oh.
Because it's a fucking mob. They have established their crime family and placed themselves into the most powerful position in the world. But now they're kicked out. That's why they did that.
Oh.
Jig is up. We're moving out. They finally found me. What happened?
Biden bent over backwards not to intervene in order to show, sort of how much of a respecter of norms he was, unlike Donald Trump.
No, the only reason he did that was he was posturing for election. He was posturing for the election period. And now that the election is over, he's going to do it. Because he never actually gave a fuck about the rule of law in the first place. He never gave a fuck. He didn't care about that. Of course not.
These people aren't even like real Americans. In my opinion, if you spend half of your time in other countries all around the world and you've got half of your businesses in other countries all around the world, or even more than half, then you're not a real American. You're a fucking globalist.
And so, yeah, not paying taxes. Yeah, why would he care? And so, of course, he's going to do this for his son. Now, if Biden had won, you know what would have happened? He would have just delayed his son's case somehow, or had somebody delay it for 4 years, then pardoned him 4 years later. Nothing about this would have changed.
Or put him in jail for like 2 months. Probably would have ended up happening actually.
The functional outcome would have never changed.
But yeah. We see kind of what that got him. Mm-hmm. And I certainly understand why, why he would not want to forfeit the future and life of his son to uphold a set of norms that are about to go up in smoke.
What do you think of this?
About to go up in smoke. So now it's like, yeah, okay. You trying to add in some bullshit to turn it around. Maybe that's why he wanted to lose the election. Well, he did a pretty good job at that. He did. And speaking of up in smoke, but yeah. Anyway, I don't think it had anything to do with like the. I genuinely believe this. I don't think Trump would have prosecuted or pushed to prosecute Hunter Biden at all.
Probably would have helped him win the friggin' case.
I don't think he would have done it. He didn't do it with Hillary. He didn't do it with Bill Clinton. He didn't do it with anybody else. Like, he wouldn't need to. No, he probably would have stopped it from happening even. I could easily see Trump doing that.
Mary,
remember the George Carlin quote? It's a big club and you're not in it. Trump's part of the club, and so is Biden. This guy's never going to jail in the first place. It's never going to happen.
The president had said that he would not.
Fuck, man. That was good. It's so true. Like, people forget this, that you're being pit against the other side because of just for the fact that there is an other side. They're all on the same side, really. They just have different ideas on how to get to the end goal, the end point. That's it.
Not seek a pardon for his son, and here we are using presidential power. Is this now kind of a blank check to the incoming administration to use whatever powers at its disposal for whatever things it wishes to achieve?
Well, it already did that. They already did that before. Like, Trump pardoned a bunch of rappers for bullshit too, and people always do presidential pardons for bullshit. Yeah, Biden didn't invent this.
Well, as you know, the pardon power is absolute. It is one of those powers that is exclusively given to the president. And I do think, people will be asking Joe Biden what changed, because he did say pretty clearly.
My mind. He changed his mind.
He had Thanksgiving dinner, is what happened. Thanksgiving dinner with his family, and he was like, "Shit, man. I'm just gonna pardon him before I leave, because I'm done anyway after this." Like, where's Biden been? Has he even been doing anything other than this? This is the first time I've heard Biden in months.
Oops, I decided, I was going to do that, but I decided not to do it. Yeah, easy. Duh. He forgot, yeah.
He was not planning to pardon his son. I
would respect Biden so much if he just said, "Why did you do it?" He's like, "It's my son." Yeah, but he broke the law. Like, yeah, but he's my son. Like, I would totally respect that. I'd be like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, instead he lied. Instead he came out and lied and said everything was stacked against him, when actually we were trying to make him fucking win.
I get it. Absolutely.
We are ending a Thanksgiving Day weekend.
I actually think that's why he got pardoned, really. Besides the Thanksgiving dinner thing. It was that mostly, but also a little bit of, if Hunter Biden wins this case, that's not good for us, because that's good for the Second Amendment. And the Second Amendment is used on people like us.
And I'm sure the family was all together, and I'm sure that caused him to think long and hard. But I will be interested to hear what he has to say about what changed. Michelle is right that the crimes that Hunter Biden was prosecuted for are things that would not ordinarily result in the types of prosecution we saw. And I don't think that issuing a pardon opens the floodgates to abuses of other types of power, because a pardon is part of that exclusive authority of the president. We know that the incoming president has already talked about various.
Yeah, these people don't realize that it's not Biden who we have a problem with on this decision. It is the shit that's spewing out of her mouth right now.
Types of pardons. I'm hoping he will not engage in all of those that he has suggested, particularly with respect to the January 6th attackers, those who attacked the U.S. Capitol. But that all, of course, remains to be seen.
Yeah,
no. Pardon all of the January 6ers. You know, just pardon everybody. Everybody who didn't murder somebody or try to murder somebody. Just pardon them all. Let's let them all out.
He gonna do it? I could easily see him. I could easily see him let everybody go from January 6th. The 4 attackers. Look, here's my. I said this before with the January 6th shit. if you were one of the people that was breaking property and damaging property, and if you walked out of the Capitol building with anything that you didn't walk in with, you should be in jail.
Well, not anymore. It's been years. I think it should be done now. Everybody that was involved should be out by now. Even the violent people. Like, it's been long enough. They fucked it up. If they didn't fuck it up, then sure, some people would be in there longer, but there's a guy who wasn't even there facing 20 years. How? Excuse me? What the fuck?
Straight up. No exceptions. There is no excuse for that. There's no reason for that. That's it. If you destroyed property, if you walked in, you saw everybody else walking in, you didn't fuck anything up, you just walked around, there's no evidence, you didn't steal anything, I don't really care that much, right? You maybe should get in trouble a little bit for it, but I could see that being kind of okay. But with the people that destroyed property, no. Absolutely not. Yep, absolutely fucking not. That's what I would say.
I disagree with that. I don't think he realizes it's been years now. Like, we're going on 4 years. It's crazy that there are people still in prison that didn't even do anything. There are some that did do stuff that aren't in prison. Like, it's all messed up. It is all messed up. Government's garbage. They can't do anything right because they're too evil. There's too many evil forces inside the government for them to actually get anything done and do things correctly.